Okay, guys, I wanted to go through some of my Forex trading. Now, a couple of years ago, or a bit over 2 years ago now, when I first started getting involved in Forex trading, or any trading really, I had no desire at all to actually learn how to trade. And the only reason I actually got my foot in the door and got involved was because I got introduced to EA softwares. Now, what they are is, like it suggests, it's a software. But what it does, it executes trades for you. So it'll open trades, close trades, place take profits and stop losses and manage the whole show for you. Now, it'll do that based on the settings you input. So um, you still need to have a little bit of knowledge, but not the sort of knowledge that's required to be a profitable manual trader. Now, as I said, 2 years ago, I didn't really want to learn how to trade, but somewhere between then and now, I've discovered I'm quite passionate about trading, and I'm a profitable manual trader. But what I'm going to talk to you today about is EA softwares. Now, I'm not using the same EA software as I was 2 years ago because I've continued to test and trial different ones along that time. But at the moment, I'm using 3 different ones. And what you're looking at on your screen now is my FX book. And what they are is simply a third-party verification site. They link back with my broker and they verify all the trading and displays it in some really nice metrics. There is heaps of different metrics there for me, which is very handy to see how my own trading's going. But as far as sharing results go, there's no better way. Anyway, this account here, it's using a software that I started using on the 9th of November. So I haven't been using it for very long, but the results have been fantastic, 34% profit per month. And admittedly, as great as those results are, this is only a small account, and I am trading it, much more aggressively than I would with a larger account balance. But great results. And this particular software is the one that I generally recommend for somebody when they're first getting started, because it requires very little human input on a week-to-week basis to use it. So I guess quite often people want to know how much time's required and how much learning and all that's involved. Well, there's really, the more you learn, the better, of course, but there's probably 1 or 2 hours worth of videos that we have that sort of teach you how to set it up and what the settings do and how they work, so you can learn about it. And then on a week to week, but once it's all set up and running, there's very little and sometimes nothing to do on a week to week basis. So it's very easy to use. So I'm going to bring up a different software now. So this is a totally different software on a totally separate trading account. And I started using this one on the 21st of October. So I've used it for a little bit longer, still not very long though. And it's been making 20% profit per month. And last but not least, this software here is the one that I've been using the longest. And as you can see, I started using it at the 19th of April. And so I've been using it for almost 9 months. And it's been making it's averaged 5.6% profit per month. Now, compared to the results on those other two, that doesn't sound very exciting, but this one has the most, I personally have enough, almost 9 months worth of history on this to back up how good I think the software is. And I think 9 months worth of results, especially the last 9 months, because that was since before COVID and then the huge volatility that we witnessed in the financial markets at the start of COVID, and then right through now where, we're almost getting back to a normal sort of market type structure. So I think whatever I've averaged in those 9 months, I can I think realistically, I can expect to make that moving forward as well. Now, so as I was saying, that should give me a good average of what I can expect to make moving forwards. And as I said, it's 5.6% profit per month. Now, I'm going to bring up a compound calculator in a minute, and I'm going to work out, project forward what 5.6% profit would mean. But what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to explain this. When I first started using the software, I had to learn how to use it. I didn't understand. I was being too aggressive. And as you can see, I took a couple of losses. But right about here on the 11th of June, I changed to settings which are almost identical to what I'm using now. And as you can see, since then, it's been smooth sailing. And so if we have a look here, at this point, I was down 16% on this account, and now I'm up 57%. And I believe that means that from here until now, I've made a 74% profit in the last 6.5 months. So if you work that out, it works out that from here until now, I've averaged, I think it's 11.2% profit per month. So, more than double what my actual average is if you include this. The reason I mention that is because this first couple of months we're on totally different settings and a totally different result for the rest of the time. So I'm going to project forward using the actual average I've had, and then I'm also going to use the average that I've had from here on in. So if I bring up a compound calculator, let's say we're starting with a $10,000 account balance and 5.6% profit per month, which compared to the other softwares doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm going to show how that compounded is actually quite huge. I mean, we know what a bank gives us for a whole year, and we're making a lot more than that per month. Now, 60 months, so 5 years, so we're going to compound our $10,000 starting balance at 5.6% per month for 5 years, and that's going to give us $262,000, nearly $263,000, which is quite nice, not bad at all. So, I've made almost exactly $250,000 profit in 5 years, just at that, which I would be more than acceptable and more than happy to continue doing that at that rate. But I do believe, as I said, for the last 6.5 months, I've averaged 11.2% profit. I'm just going to take that back to 10% because I don't want to be sort of aiming higher than I think I should get, but I don't think I'll have. In the last 6.5 months, I may have had 1 month where I made under 10%, but the rest have all been above. So I think that's very realistic. So $10,000 again, if I continue, but I'm making 10% a month, that's going to come in at just over $3 million. I don't know, once you start talking millions, it goes over everyone's heads and everything. And admittedly, this is only an example of the possibility. If I averaged exactly that for a full 5 years and I didn't withdraw at all and during that time and I continued to compound, then that is what it would work out at. I don't intend to compound until I've got $3 million. I will, once my $10,000 is up to 6 figures, over $100,000, I will start withdrawing money regularly. I have actually been withdrawing sometimes as well when I needed money. But this is just to show you that, at 5.6% per month, it's, without a doubt worthwhile. It's very good, That's very worthwhile profit. But if you can bump that up to 10%, like I have been averaging even more than that, then we're talking about really, really serious, life-changing money. Whereas at 5.6% profit, I can, that would pay off the rest of my mortgage probably in the next 3 or 4 years. At 10% profit, it not only pays off my mortgage, but it gives me, simply life-changing money. So this amount of profit per month is extremely exciting. And the fact that I'm achieving that using an EA software where I don't have to spend, I don't need extensive knowledge and I don't need to spend very much time in front of the computer, then that's very, very exciting. And also what it allows me to do is making this sort of money very easily has allowed me to, delve into my passion for trading and do trading courses and learn trading. And admittedly, when I first started manually trading, I took some losses, I struggled, I had my ups and my downs, and I would not have been able to live off my manual trading results for quite a while. And most people wouldn't be able to. Most people are going to have losses, they're going to have ups and downs, they're going to have stressful days until they develop the skills and the practice necessary to be profitable. You're just not going to be able to start manually trading and instantly be making a full-time income. Possibly some people do, but I think the majority of people wouldn't. And so making this very, very passive and passive income from using EA softwares has allowed me to develop my manual trading skills. It's taken the pressure off, so I haven't had to hold down a job. It's given me the time to be at home with my kids. So really it's been, the EA softwares have been life-changing for me already. And, looking at this compounding here, it just, although I might not be filthy rich yet, looking at the compounding here, if I can just stick to the plan, then, that's just going to happen. It's only a matter of waiting. All right, guys, just thought I'd share that. And if you got any questions, I'm sure you'll reach out. Have a good one, guys.